Such an honor and privilege to have Abhinav Bindra here with us. First and foremost, I mean, you're a big fan of sports journalism because I know Rohit Brijnath co-wrote your autobiography with you. So just the fact that the Sportstar ACES Awards not just honors the heroes, but it's a big thumbs up to sports journalists everywhere. I'd like you to talk about that, please.
Yes, of course. I think the media has a big role to play in every athlete's career, and there are good parts of the media. There are not so good parts of the media that an athlete encounters in their career, and that's absolutely fair. But again, a tremendous role and impact that the media plays in an athlete's career, and I like and enjoy. Reading articles and by a select few journalists that I follow, and I enjoy that process.
Well, I know this is an oft-repeated question, but let me take you back to you being on the podium winning gold at the Olympics. Were you numb enough to know what really happened in the first 15 minutes? Or did it take some time to settle down? Or was it just an initial euphoria and jubilation? Your feelings at the time, please.
When you're at an Olympic final, or when I was at an Olympic final and I competed in 3 of them, I've never felt so alive in life because the adrenaline was pumping and my heart rate was high. So I was extremely aware of what was happening. So yes, I was very aware that yes, I'd won, but of course the victory on that particular day was not validation for 15 minutes or 20 minutes of that Olympic final, but was validation for years and years of hard work, 20 years of effort and energy and that went into that process and into that journey. So, yes.
What do you think of some of the young junior shooters? I mean, Isha Singh is here and she's doing very well for herself at the junior world level as well as the junior Asian level. So, you're really the Yoda of the shooting community. So what do you think of the young upcoming shooters?
I think there is so much talent in this country. We have so many young athletes who are doing so well, and it's just incredible to see the young talent that this country has, and especially in my shooting, it makes me very, very proud to see all these young people compete at the world level and compete so well and perform with so much belief. It's really incredible to watch and incredible to see. And I hope they get stronger and stronger from one day to the other, and they are able to bring glory to the country at Paris.
Also, you're giving back to the sport in a myriad of ways, which is something I really love and respect. I mean, one is to bring science and technology into the sport. The other is through your not-for-profit, which is, actually give free lessons and equipment to the young kids out there. Just talk about, how you're involved post-retirement and all the things that you're doing, please.
Firstly, you've researched me well and I've become a fan. So you've come onto my favorite journalist list for sure, and I shall follow you from here on. I think my primary outreach to sport in India is through my foundation. We're doing quite a lot of work. 3 pillars of our work. I won't go deeply into it for the lack of time, but intervention, education, and using the power of sport for social good. In intervention, we have a program called STEAM, Science, Technology, Engineering, Analytics, and Medicine, and we have about 80 athletes that we support at the grassroots level. Education, building a lot of, empowering the ecosystem that surrounds an athlete. It's not just about supporting athletes, but building the system around an athlete. And of course, the last one is my most important. I think sport has a lot to offer to our young society, our young demographic. The greatest power in sport is not about winning medals. The greatest power sport can offer is how it can shape a society, how it can help us learn 1 or 2 things about winning, but more importantly, sport teaches us how to lose. It teaches you how to set goals and follow them with honesty and integrity. And these values, through our programs, through our experiential learning programs, is what we're trying to start off in various educational systems across the country, and something I'm passionate about.
My last question to you is, who was your hero in shooting? Like when you were a kid?
So many heroes. I mean, I only had heroes. I think when I had started, Jaspal Rana was somebody who was doing exceedingly well, and always have great respect for him and for what he was able to accomplish. We come from a generation where the sport was still developing. When I started shooting, I started under a mango tree, and we've come a long way ever since.
Wonderful. That's Abhinav Bindra at the Sportstar ACES Awards, 94.3 Radio 1, our official radio partners. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
94.3 Radio 1.